Trouble for the governor's chief of staff.
The governor's chief of staff, Keith Gardner, is under fire again. This time, an APS employee claims he grabbed her at the Roundhouse and threatened her. Gardner says it didn't happen and that the videotape proves it. Here's News 13's Nancy Laughlin.
Just both sides have very, very different versions of what happened. You decide.
Here at the Roundhouse during the session, there is always political debate, but APS policy analyst and legislative liaison Carrie Minipace says what happened between her and the governor's chief of staff went way beyond that.
He aggressively grabbed my arm. He yelled at me about the superintendent.
What did he say?
As it says in the letter, he said that the bowels of hell were about to open up upon Winston Brooks, and as his legislative liaison, it was my obligation to make sure he knew about that.
Minipace says it was last February, just after a controversial hearing on social promotion. This is surveillance of the two during their encounter. Minipace is wearing a green shirt, Gardner is wearing light blue. You can see the two meet, then part, but where they part too is on what went down that day.
He grabbed my arm and spun me around and held me to make sure that I could hear what he was saying.
Were you scared?
It was intimidating.
And I think there's one witness that doesn't have a political agenda, and that's the video. And it's clear that it was a very short interaction, and the things that are being alleged simply didn't happen.
Gardner insists he did not grab her.
She said she felt threatened. Do you feel like you threatened her at all?
Never. Never.
Gardner says the governor reviewed the videotape and is standing by him. But there is another man, Tom Sullivan, an education lobbyist also seen in this video, who backs Minipace's story and the message Gardner told her to send to the APS superintendent.
His parting comments as he turned to walk away were, well, then tell him that the bowels of hell are about to open up upon him and he's being measured.
It's 8 months ago, end of a session. There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of politics swirling right now. And we're coming up on an election. I don't know. I can't speak to someone else's motivation, but it's a political building. A lot of politics.
I didn't want this to be public. I think that the issue now is my integrity is being questioned, and I'm a very truthful person and am not out to damage anyone in any way, but the truth is the truth.
Now, Minipace says she wanted an apology and wrote the governor a letter on APS letterhead asking for that. She says she never got one. Back to you.
Okay, Nancy, Gardner, Minipace, and APS Superintendent Winston Brooks did have a meeting after she wrote that letter last February. Gardner thought the issue was resolved back then.